Okay, so this week I'm gonna keep it real simple, trying to keep it brief. So chroma keying, you know how I got the PNG sequences with the transparency layer working for chroma keying? That worked. And before then, since then, I've been trying to get video chroma keying working, and it has not been working well. Um, as far as I can tell, Unreal Engine is poorly designed without some kind of plugin um, to handle video chroma keying. And this is their official web page about chroma keying here. And I've looked online quite extensively to see if I could find something more useful, and I couldn't really find much. There's not a whole lot of good information on the subject because this is uncommon for people to actually try the chroma key in Unreal Engine with video in this way. Most of the time when you see people doing chroma key experiments or productions or whatever, it's with live action video in a very high-end set, green screen set, rhodomatic walls and all that kind of stuff. And they're using a special plugin. There's a few of them out there, not many, but a few really expensive plugins with, I think, some specialized hardware to achieve live green screen keying real time. So, Unreal Engine has, you have to use a ton of nodes, even more than what they showed, more. And if anything's set wrong in any of the nodes for the particular key that you need, it just doesn't work. And before I even did the flipbooks, I tried these two video tutorials, part 1 and 2, and they kind of worked, but with a very bad key, very sloppy. I could spend many hours trying to get a decent key in Unreal Engine, or I could spend a fraction of that time in After Effects to get that key if I just use the flipbooks. So honestly, I think I'm just gonna stick to the flipbooks because they serve the PNG sequences, image sequences, because they serve my purposes quite well. And my computer, I don't know if you can really see it, but it's a beefy computer. It can handle whatever it needs to handle. So I'm not worried about it not being able to process whatever I need for the most part. Yeah, so I'm gonna stick with it because I'm not doing anything live action interactive, and I'm just doing this to make animations and live action animation combinations, composites, for storytelling purposes and not interactive purposes. I'm gonna stick to the JPEG sequences. Anyway, another thing I did this week was I was looking into the simplest, best way of getting props and scenery and interior environment for Unreal Engine, and I'm pretty sure Google Sketchup is the way to go. They actually have a 3D warehouse where you can get all kinds of props and pre-built scenery, and you can download all this stuff for free. So in Google SketchUp, here's an example. This chair, all I really have to do is just export it to 3D object in Unreal Datasmith. I'm just going to cancel that right now. And I downloaded a ton of them, and everything's mixed and matchable, like all the little components in all the little items, all these chairs. I can build a new scene out of items from all these different scenes. So one example of something I already brought in is right here. You can see it right here. I'm just going over to it. Oh, I don't know why it moved. Strange. Okay, I just need to. Oh, there we go. Just lift out the grass. So you can see it has real windows that you can go into and see. And you got an actual room. So, I could retexture this if I wanted. I could take just individual components of this and use it as building blocks for a whole different room. I believe a lot of this is customizable. So this is just, example of where I can get some assets. And then Google Sketchup, if you've ever played with it, it's super easy to create floor plans, layouts, building structures, because it's much more designed for architectural design work of houses, buildings, etc., than Unreal Engine or Maya or any of these programs. This wouldn't take long to build, and so technically I can, if I want, in SketchUp, make my own designs, floor plans, and then use some of these assets to decorate or texture. I could take textures off here and put in there, or I could take better textures from online and stick them on here or whatever. So next week I'm gonna see if I can build an interior scene from these kind of assets, and I'm gonna start working on that sort of thing. And yeah, that's it for this week.